If you run an e-commerce store or a membership site, you have probably experienced a very specific, very frustrating mystery. You test your homepage, it loads instantly. You test your blog post, it loads instantly. But the moment a customer adds a product to their cart or tries to log into their dashboard, everything grinds to a halt. The checkout wheel spins and spins. Why is it that the most important part of your site, the part where people actually give you money, is the slowest part? The answer lies in a hidden technical limit called PHP workers. To understand this, let's imagine your website is a supermarket. When users are just browsing your blog or looking at product images, that is like them walking through the aisles grabbing items off the shelf. It's easy, it's fast. In technical terms, this is cached content. The server doesn't have to think. It just hands them the page they asked for. But the moment a customer goes to the checkout counter, everything changes. Now, they can't just grab an item, they need a transaction. They need to calculate shipping, apply coupons, update the database, and process a credit card. You cannot cache a checkout page because every checkout is unique to that customer. This requires a cashier to process the request. In WordPress, that cashier is a PHP worker. Here is the problem with cheap hosting. Most budget plans give you the equivalent of a massive supermarket with only the cashiers on duty. If you have 3 people trying to check out at the same time, the first to get served, the third person has to stand in line and wait. On a website, that waiting in line looks like a loading spinner. And if that line gets too long, the server just gives up and throws a 500 for gateway timeout error. That is the digital equivalent of the cashier walking away and leaving your customer standing there with their wallets out. They will leave. They will abandon their carts. You are losing sales directly because you don't have enough workers. Kinsta understands this bottleneck better than anyone. That is why their architecture is designed to handle these uncatched requests efficiently. First, they simply give you more cashiers. Their plans are generous with the number of PHP workers available. But more importantly, because Kinsta runs on those C2 optimized servers we talked about, the cashiers they do give you are the fastest in the world. Imagine the difference between a tired cashier scanning 1 item a minute versus a super-speed robot scanning 100 items a second. Even with the same number of lanes, Kinsta clears the line faster. If you are running WooCommerce, or LearnDash, or a membership forum, PHP workers are the single most important metric you need to look at. Stop blaming your plugins and stop blaming your theme. You probably just need more staff in your checkout lanes. Check out the Kinsta plans in the description. They clearly list how many workers you get. Upgrade your plan, open up more lanes, and stop making your customers wait to pay you. Thanks for watching.